Welcome everyone to Rollercoaster Tycoon 3. This is Vanilla Hills, which is the first scenario in the career mode of Rollercoaster Tycoon 3. So you most certainly recognize this park if you have ever played this game yourselves. I did so like 15 years ago, which is a long time ago, so we'll see how much I remember. But here we have a nice little starter park. We have the entrance area with the top spin attraction, or tumbler as they call it, here right by the entrance. And then we have like a little garden, like a very quiet area where they can relax and regain some energy, I guess. And we have a centerpiece garden with two horse statues here in the middle. And then this coaster in the back called the High Flyer, which is a small propeller planes riding around. So quite iconic in my mind, since this is the first roller coaster in the career mode of the game. So yeah, where do we start? We have the scenario description here. We have Vanilla Hills that are the starting point on your meteoric or not rise to roller coaster tycoon status. Can you turn this plot into the peeps talk of the town? Your rating as apprentice, entrepreneur, or tycoon depends on it. So then we also have the goals here. Then I guess we have for the apprentice level guests in park 400. We're at 300 right now, and a minimum park value of 20,000 euros. So right now we're at 13,000 with 10,000 in cash. Also a small loan, but I think we will keep that for the time being to have some money to invest with. Then the entrepreneur level is also guest in park and park value, and the same for the tycoon level. So I guess those are the goals that we will aim for. And these attractions are all already queuing up, and people are paying €2 for this one. With that amount of queue, I think you are actually able to pay a bit more, aren't you? Yes, maybe the same for this one. 250. It was actually more to start with. Let's put you at €3 as well. Do we have a park entrance? No, we can't change that either. So free entrance to this park. You can enjoy these parks for free. Okay then, do we have any staff? We have the park inspector, of course. We have a janitor and a mechanic, so we'll not worry about those for the time being. So where should we start? We have this little entrance here with all the people, and they move through the park over to this ride in the back. So maybe we'll just start by... No, actually, we should start with this. Research. I don't think we need transport rides, nor any of that. We can maybe keep the other ones, see what we get, if we get some new things to work with, because we have 4 rides to start with. Let's add the classic chair swing. Where do we want, actually, maybe I did not want it there. Well, now I've placed it. Now it's there. So let's put the entrance there and the exit here. What can we do? I don't like that. No, I can't add such a long queue to this one. Maybe 2 is okay, actually. Sure, we'll start with that. It is closed. We do not want it closed. We do maybe want to have some color to this one. Let's have it. It's the same as that one, maybe. Let's open you up. People might... I don't know if people will pay €2 for this, given what they pay for the other ones. It's actually quite low in its excitement rating, but yeah, we'll see. So now we have 2 attractions there. Maybe we should start with also adding a common here. We can add some dodgems in this corner, maybe. Sure, let's do that. Where do we... Oops. Where do we want the entrance for this one? We want people to see it. So let's add the queue there and the line to the exit. Here we have some other colors for the queue lines. Maybe we'll have the same for the two areas of the park. What's that? White, yellow, and... No, that's not white. It's actually... Okay. A bit more bluish, I guess. Let's do that. What will people pay here? 50 cents. I think they can pay at least one. Yeah, we'll see. What happened to this line? It disappeared. Oh no! People are queuing on the grass. Well, hopefully that will reappear eventually. I don't know what happened there. Okay then. Airboat. I think that's a roller coaster. No. Okay. How fun. We can have an airboat in this very plain park in the middle of the hills. On to next. We don't have any stores. We don't have any food. People are going to get hungry. So what do we add? We should have a little food court. Maybe we can add that here in this little space. Yeah, let's do that. We'll have some burgers. Let's open that one. People can have exactly what they want on their burgers. And for simplicity's sake, we'll just synchronize everything. We'll also add some drinks. Same settings for that one. What else do we want? People can buy balloons. Sure, let's add some balloons here. Let's open you up. What color do we want? Do we want several colors? We probably want a few to choose from. Let's add purple, yellow, blue. I want the green one as well. Something like that. And then we also want people to have somewhere to sit when they eat their food. I don't know if people actually do that, but they get some place to rest at. And we want some lamp. We also want some trash bins here. Do we have... No, we don't have a lot of other trash bins in other places in the park. Let's add that as well. Like right there. But we have a bunch of lamps, so that's good. Not that many benches down here either, so maybe let's add some bench. Do we want some store here? No, let's just add some benches. Have it a bit wider so that people are not sitting exactly where everyone is walking. Let's do something like that. Okay. People also need to go to the bathroom. And let them pay a little bit for that. 50 cents should do. And let's also put one down here. I'm not too fond of how these look, so actually we might actually add... we might add some walls around these. Let's do that. Sort of already have red as a theme down here, so for simplicity's sake, we'll just add a little house. It has no meaning really whatsoever, other than to hide that a bit. So let's rotate that. Let's do the same for this one. Oh, maybe we want the walls here as well. No, do we want... That was a bad placement. I don't want to block the view of the rides down here. So toilets be gone. Okay, do we want to place... we can have those toilets down there. We can add maybe a small house in here. No, we'll add that on the other side. Let's prepare for another area maybe. And then we can place the toilets down there maybe. Let's do that. You can go there. We'll add a little house for you as well. Bunch of scrolling. I'm sorry. So, just a quick little house. Not so quick, but sure. So, how are we doing? We have long queues for these rides. Not too many people down there yet, but I guess people will find their way down eventually. So now, actually, that food court looks kind of boring. We should add some scenery to this one, or some bushes, small hedge. Let's do that. A hedge all around this food court, like so. We'll also extend this like so, just a bit. I don't think I want to put anything else right there, so we will make it like so. Actually, we can put some edges here as well to make it a little bit more friendly, and within those we can add some trees perhaps. Large ones, small ones. Let's add some apple trees. We can have those like so. We have a little bit more scenery in the park. We should also add a bit of that down here. We can have some trees, not to block that one too much. Let's add that there to start with, like so. And also maybe some hedges here around those benches. That looks nice. Oh, nice. Hearing people throwing up. All right. Bunch of people down here. Not too many up there. Let's see if we can maybe attract some more people to this area of the park. Adding, I think this one looks so large, I actually put it down in this corner here. Maybe that was not a good idea because it will be difficult to get people up there as well. I have no idea, but we'll see. And let's get the pathway down there. What color should we have on this path? We can actually try the standard. What are these colors? This is like the default color for everything. Yellow, blue, and red. How does that look as a queue path? Oh, that stands out quite a lot. What if we... Nope, don't like that. What about... That's maybe as good as it gets. Oh, let's actually make it look like the other ones here. I don't know if that's the exact... Yeah, what's the same? Oh, we should open it up, of course. And I think people will actually pay quite a bit to ride that one eventually. €3. Because people are willing to pay that for this one, right? Yes, they are. Excitement. You have a low excitement, but a high intensity. But still a lot of people entering. Okay. How are we doing? We have 330 people in the park, but we have passed the park value. It's at 21,000, so that's good. Now we only need more people. So what can we do? We can actually try to add some more stores and stuff up here to hopefully attract some more people. How do we want those to be? Let's do something like that. We can have some additional stores. We don't have too many stores to start with, so actually let's just do the same stores. We can have burgers, and we can have drinks. We have synchronized these already, so we don't need to set the prices and options for those. Balloons, maybe we can keep down there. Should we? I don't know, information, that should be at the entrance. Let's add that at the entrance later. Sure, well, add some balloons here as well. The balloons do not synchronize though, as far as I'm aware, even though if that button, so to say, is clicked, checked, I mean, of course. Then just add some benches to sit at as well. For the people, benches for the people. And of course some lights. I think they had, the theme here were 2 lights, so let's continue with that. And let's also add some more trash bins there to start with. How's that? Yeah, we want also some scenery, some bushes around here, or hedges, small hedge. Let's do something like that and see if we can get more people down here. Yeah, now we already have a queue for that one. That's good. Some people still queuing for that one. More people are getting down here. New attraction, extended coaster. Yeah, actually we should maybe start to look at building a roller coaster. We can do that down here. A balloon. Let's pop that one. Disappeared. Or actually I mentioned the information disk. Let's just add one of those right there. Okay, so how's this for a start of this Vanilla Hills Park? We are not all the way to Apprentice level yet, but hopefully we will get there. Not too much time. We're at 350 right now, so we have increased about 50. And yeah, I guess that will be it for this first episode. So I thank you very much for watching. My name is Søren, and I will see you next time. Let's pop that one up.